Okay, I think we're ready to get started here. Thank you everyone for joining us for today's webinar. My name is Eric Nash and I'm the Director of Online Marketing here at Stamps.com. Our topic for today is the USPS postage rate increase, and we'll be talking about how these new rates will affect your mailing and shipping costs in 2012. I wanted to quickly cover some housekeeping items before we get started. At the end of my presentation, we'll have 10 to 15 minutes for Q&A. If you have any questions, please type them in the question box on your side panel. Also, this webinar is being recorded, and a link to the recording will be sent out in a follow-up email. We'll also be posting the webinar on our Stamps.com YouTube page. Lastly, if you're having audio problems and you're using your computer, we suggest using the call-in number on your invite email. And if you're having audio problems on the phone, you may want to hang up and try calling in again. Let's go over some of the topics we'll discuss in today's webinar. We'll start off with a quick summary of the 2012 rates, discussing what is changing and how it will be affecting you. Then we'll talk about the new shipping products that are being introduced, such as the Express Mail Flat Rate Box and the Regional Rate Box C. We'll also discuss new USPS services, such as the First Class Package Service and Package Intercept. And lastly, we'll look at the new rates for some of the most popular mail classes. And at the very end, we'll have Q&A. And just as a reminder, if you do have questions, please type them in the question box. That's what we'll be using for the Q&A later on. All right, to start out, let's talk about how the Postal Service determines new prices each year and how those new rates are created. Internally, the Postal Service has two product categories. The first is market dominant. These are the mail classes that the Postal Service has a monopoly on. A good example is regular letters that are sent to your house. The Postal Service does not really have any competition that delivers letter mail to your home. And because of this monopoly, the government has laws in place that prevent the Postal Service from increasing rates higher than the annual consumer price index. Over the last few years, rate increases for market-dominant products have always occurred in May, with the last increase occurring in May 2009. The second category is competitive products. These are the mail classes that the Postal Service has direct competition from carriers like FedEx and UPS. Rates in this competitive category can be increased annually and typically occur in January to coincide with UPS and FedEx's annual increases. And as you can see here on the screen, the market-dominant class rates are going up by an average of 2.1%, and the competitive class rates are going up by an average of 4.6%. The new rates are going to be starting this Sunday, January 22nd, and they're going to include all the mail classes this year. So make sure, including first-class mail letters. So make sure you're prepared. While a postage rate increase is never a good thing to occur for small business, it's important to note that the Postal Service has consistently been lower than FedEx or UPS's rate increase over the last couple of years. As you can see in this chart, the shipping mail classes from the Postal Service averaged a 3.3% increase in 2010, 3.9% increase in 2011, and now they're projecting a 4.6% increase in 2012. All of these increases have been much lower than FedEx and UPS over the last couple of years. Plus, the Postal Service does not include any surcharges for items like package pickup, residential delivery, or Saturday delivery. Another good thing, too, is that the Postal Service has introduced new products on each annual rate increase to help small business owners save money. This year's introduction of Regional Rate Box C and Express Mail Flat Rate Box is another sign that they have more new products to come. As we start talking about the new rates, I wanted to point out that there are three levels of pricing that the Postal Service uses. The first is retail rates, and this is basically the price you would pay for postage at the post office. The second is commercial-based pricing. This is the pricing level that we'll be discussing in detail today, and is often referred to as online discount rates. To qualify for commercial-based pricing, all you really need to do is just buy your postage through an approved online postage vendor like Stamps.com. As long as you're buying the correct class, you'll automatically get those discounted rates. The third level of pricing is Commercial Plus. This level provides big discounts to high-volume shippers. The discounts are larger than commercial base, and to qualify for Commercial Plus, you're required to send a minimum number of either priority mail or express mail packages annually. If you think you qualify for Commercial Plus pricing, please contact Stamps.com, our customer support center, or a local USPS rep. They can get you all the info you need to set up your Commercial Plus pricing account. For today's webinar, we are going to be comparing prices of the retail post office rates with commercial base rates. Okay, let's talk about some of the new products the Postal Service is introducing this year. Express Mail is an expedited mail service offering overnight delivery to most of the continental U.S. For 2012, the Postal Service is following the popularity it has seen with its Priority Mail flat rate box line, and is introducing a new Express Mail flat rate box. The cost for delivery is going to be $39.95, and the box will hold up to 70 pounds. It comes in two versions, a top-loading version and a side-loading version, and it's going to be similar in size to the Priority Mail medium flat rate box. Now let's look at the cost of the Express Mail flat rate box compared to FedEx standard overnight service. For our example, I'm sending a 3-pound package from Los Angeles to Atlanta going to a residential address. Since both FedEx and UPS discount their list rates, I've taken a 30% discount off the FedEx standard overnight list rate, which you can see here in the third column. I've added 2 common surcharges that FedEx charges, a $3 residential delivery fee and a 14% fuel surcharge. The final cost for this 3-pound package using FedEx standard overnight is $47.81. If I had used the new Express Mail flat rate box, my cost would have been a flat rate of $39.95. That's a $7.86 savings per package. So the cost savings can definitely add up quickly. Another new product the Postal Service is introducing is Priority Mail Regional Rate Box C. Regional rate boxes were introduced last January and were created to utilize the space better inside the USPS trucks. The new box is going to be the Postal Service largest box at 15 by 12 by 12, and it's going to hold up to 25 pounds. Regional rate pricing is zone-based, and so this new Box C is priced at the regular Priority Mail 17-pound rate. So if you ship packages via Priority Mail that weigh anywhere between 18 and 25 pounds, this could be a huge cost saver for you, as you'd only be paying for the 17-pound rate, and you'd have much more weight options there to go up to 25 pounds. Regional rate Box C also could be a great option for you if you're using UPS 3-Day Select for shipping your heavier packages. So let's look at those cost comparison here. And if we compare the cost of the Regional Rate Box C to UPS 3-Day Select, let's use an example of an 18-pound package going from Los Angeles to Chicago, and it's being delivered to a residential address. As we did before in our FedEx example, we'll need to discount the UPS list rate by 30%. I also added 2 common surcharges, UPS charges, which is a $2.75 residential delivery fee and an 8.5% fuel surcharge. The final cost for this 18-pound package using UPS 3-Day Select is $49.04. If I had used the new Regional Rate Box C, my cost would have only been $38.99. So that's a $10.05 per package savings. Definitely a good option for you. One note about regional rate boxes, if you haven't used them before, definitely check them out. They were introduced last January, and they've been incredibly successful over the 2011. I think they've delivered over 12 million packages. And certainly don't let the regional name fool you. Regional rate boxes offer big savings for shipments in obviously a seller's local region with the regional name, but they also offer savings for packages traveling across the entire country. In particular, Regional Rate Box A is the lowest cost option in the priority mail class for packages traveling across the U.S. and weighing between 2 and 15 pounds. And as you can see here, check out this price comparison here from going for a 4-pound package going from LA to New York. You would save a minimum of $1.23 using regional array box A at $9.62. So you'd save $1.23 compared to the priority mail medium flat rate box, and you could save as much as $5.84 compared to regular priority mail. As you see here, regular priority mail would have cost $15.46 to send the same package. And this is, of course, a savings per package. And just looking at the priority mail class here with regional rate boxes, priority mail flat rates, and regular priority mail zone-based pricing. So definitely it's something to consider if you haven't used regional rate boxes. And again, they just were introduced last January 2011. And so now the USPS is now adding another box to the mix, this box C, which is going to hold up to 25 pounds. Okay, let's talk about some new services the Postal Service is introducing for 2012. They recently changed the name of First Class Mail Parcels to First Class Package Service. The name changes create some minor changes to the label, such as a big F here that you see in the top left-hand corner of the label, as well as having the new name displayed on the label. But the really cool new feature is the introduction of free delivery confirmation. Similar to how when you print priority mail labels through an online postage vendor, and free delivery confirmation would come for free. Delivery confirmation will now be included for free on your first class package service labels. The delivery confirmation is going to work exactly as it did before, but rather than paying 19 cents for first class parcels or first class package service like you had to do before, it's now going to be free. One thing to point out is the reason why it's coming in for free now is this is going to be using the new Intelligent Mail package barcode. And really for the users, nothing really is changing too much with the fact it's more of an operational item that the USPS is using here. But one thing you can note is that the name on the delivery confirmation area is changing. It's changing from delivery confirmation, which you can see over here on the left of the old label, to USPS tracking number on the new label. This is key because the U.S. Postal Service is really pushing hard to develop a tracking program for their package delivery service, and are really improving. I'm sure many of you have noticed how many more times a package gets scanned these days. They've really increased the number of scans per package. So, and this new Intelligent Mail package barcode is just another step in that direction of providing package tracking. Another new service for 2012 is Package Intercept for priority mail. This new service is going to allow commercial shippers to basically intercept a package and change the delivery address before that package has been delivered. Package Intercept could be used for a number of reasons, such as maybe your customer cancels their order, or if you've detected some form of fraud, maybe credit card fraud or some type of other fraud, and you've already sent the package out. This would give you the opportunity to go in and change the delivery address so that package did not get delivered. The service is available for priority mail packages only, and it's going to cost $10.95. Right now, the service can only be purchased at the post office. So you'd have to go into the post office to put in this request for the package intercept. But hopefully very soon, online postage vendors like Stamps.com will have access to this service too. Okay, we've talked about the new USPS products and services for 2012. Let's now talk about the rate increases. In this section, I'll be focusing on 5 popular mail classes so that we don't go over every mail class there is. First class mail is your typical letter correspondence that your mail you typically receive every day. It includes letters, postcards, and large envelopes. The rates are increasing by an average of 2.13%, but that's kind of covering the entire all the ounces and all the different mail classes. But the real area to pay attention to here is that the 1 ounce letter rate, a typical letter, prices are increasing from 1 cent, are increasing 1 cent from 44 cents to 45 cents here. Postcards are increasing 3 cents to 32 cents, and the price of a 1 ounce large envelope, which many people refer to as a flat, is increasing 2 cents to 90 cents. The good news is that the additional ounces for both letters and large envelopes are remaining at 20 cents. There's no change there. Here's a table that shows the old prices and the 2012 prices along with their increase. This is, as I mentioned before, this is the first increase in first class mail since May 2009. And remember, rate increases for first class mail cannot be higher than the annual consumer price index. That's governed by the law. So, so it's, as we saw earlier, it's going up by 2.1%. For 2012, priority mail is increasing by an average of 3.2%. As we mentioned before, the Postal Service is also introducing regional rate box C, which I certainly suggest everybody take a look at, and as well as package Intercept this year. And you can see some examples of how priority mail rates are going to be impacted here on the screen. For a medium flat rate box, the price is going up by 35 cents. For a padded flat rate envelope, which was just introduced here last year and has become very popular, the price is going up by 15 cents. And for a 1 pound package going from Los Angeles to Boston using regular priority mail, the price is increasing 37 cents. Here's a table that shows the old prices and the 2012 prices for priority mail. One item I've got both on the left side of the screen here we have post office or the retail rates, and then on the right side we've got the commercial base prices or the prices you'd pay with Stamps.com. Again, priority mail is a discounted service when you use Stamps.com, so you'll receive discounts. Goes up to 15% off the post office rates. One thing to note here is that last year, postage for regional rate boxes were only allowed to be purchased using online postage. I'm looking down here at the bottom of the screen, regional rate box A, box B, and box C. But for 2012, the Postal Service will be offering regional rate boxes at your local post office, so you'll be able to buy postage for a regional rate box there. However, they're going to add a 75-cent fee to the cost of the postage. So you'll basically, if you happen to go to the post office to buy your postage, you'll be paying 75 cents more to use a regional rate box. Okay, for express mail, we already talked about the new express mail flat rate box that's being introduced. And if you're buying your postage online, the Postal Service is actually decreasing prices for express mail by an average of 3.9%. So that's obviously great news to see. And you can see some examples here on the screen. Express mail flat rate envelope is increasing by 35 cents in our example here from LA to Florida. And for an 8-pound package going from Los Angeles to Florida using regular express mail, the price is actually decreasing by $2.12. Most of the rate decreases in express mail are occurring on heavier packages, but not. It doesn't have to be real heavy. I mean, it could be. I think they start around 3 to 4 pounds and higher. So so it's definitely a great opportunity. We'll just zip through these last two mail classes here. For medium mail, the average rate increase is going up 2.6%. And from the examples on screen, you can see the rates are going up anywhere from 6 cents to 15 cents, or they could be higher per package. These just happen to be some examples of different weights we chose. Our last mail class we're going to talk about today is First Class Mail International. where the rates are going up an average of 4.6%. As you can see from the examples on the screen, the rates are going up from 17 cents to 37 cents or higher depending on the country and the weight of your package is traveling to. As you can see here, we've got an example of Group 1, which is Canada. Group 3 to 5 here, our package going from Chicago to Australia. Groups 3 to 5 usually are Europe and Australia and some of the other countries. And then groups 6 through 9 happen to be usually South America and Eastern Europe and Asia. Those packages are going up as well. Okay, we've talked about the rate increase. Now let's talk about what actions you need to take to prepare for January 22nd here, when that's this Sunday, when the new rates go into effect. For all Stamps.com customers, the new 2012 rates will update automatically inside your software, so you're not going to need to do anything. The update's going to occur on our server in our database, and so the new rates will appear once you log in on either Sunday or Monday of next week. This is going to work for both the software version as well as the online version of Stamps.com. If you want to use the new products the Postal Service is introducing, such as the Express Mail Flat Rate Box or the Regional Rate Box C, and you're using our software version, you're going to need to download a new version of the software. You can download it for free by going to Stamps.com/download. If you have any questions or issues when you download the software, you can always call our Customer Support Center. They're available Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. And we have email support available on Saturdays. If you're printing postage online using our online tool, you won't have to do anything. The new products are going to be automatically included online. Again, so if you want to use the new products that we talked about today, such as Express Mail Flat Rate Box or the Regional Rate Box C, basically anything that the USPS has introduced in 2012, you will need to download the new version of the software. And the new version is available for download at Stamps.com/download. However, if you're not using those new products, the new 2012 rates will just automatically appear in your software or on Stamps.com online. As a thank you for attending today's webinar, we've got a free gift for you. It's going to be our ultimate guide to the 2012 postage rate increase. This guide includes all the specifics of the postage rate increase with rates broken out by mail class and special services. It's a downloadable PDF file, and we're going to send a link to this guide inside the follow-up email that's going to go out tomorrow. That email is also going to include a link to the webinar recording from today's recording. So in your follow-up email, you should get a link to this PDF guide. Download it, no problems at all. There's no email address that needs to be put in or anything like that. It will just be a link to open the PDF. And then you'll also get a link to to the recording of the webinar. Okay, that's the end of my presentation. Now let's open it up for questions. Please type in any questions you have in the question box. And again, it's just we're open for all questions here, and we've got about 15 to 20 minutes or so. Looks like we finished a little early here. Let me open up the question box and start seeing what we can answer here. All right, I've got a question here from Judd. He's asking, how do you qualify for Commercial Plus pricing? And Judd, the answer is you have to send a minimum number of mail classes, or excuse me, minimum number of mail pieces in express mail or priority mail. The rates, or the number of pieces vary by mail class. I think it's 5,000 pieces for the year for an express mail, 5,000 pieces of priority mail letters, 75,000 pieces for priority mail for packages, and then if you're using priority mail cubic, it'd be 150,000 pieces. Let's see here. Another one is John's asking that he does not see Regional Rate Box C listed on the USPS site. how do you order the new regional rate box C? John, the answer is should those new boxes, both the regional rate box C and the express mail flat rate box, should be on the USPS site, I would think any day. Obviously, they'll be available to be used on starting January 22nd, but I think they should be probably, I would say, if you don't see them today, keep checking back, and I would imagine you'll see them here in the next 24 to 48 hours. Let's see. Kim is asking, why doesn't Click and Ship offer discounted postage rates? And the answer is Kim, is actually Click and Ship does offer the commercial base prices. They just as us, just as Stamps.com and any other online postage vendor for that matter, offers the commercial base pricing on both priority mail and express mail, as well as first class package service. And as well as Priority Mail International and Express Mail International. So Click and Ship should be offering those discounts. The one thing that Click and Ship does not offer, unfortunately, is they normally don't offer first class package service or media mail or letter mail. They pretty much just focus on Priority Mail and Express Mail. Let's see, Brett is asking, he says, you mentioned an online version of Stamps.com, and what is that? Well, Brett, Stamps.com has an online version. This works great if you happen to be out of the office and need to print some postage. You can log in and print postage basically from anywhere you are. It's just completely web-based. It accesses your account information that you have. And also the good news is that it works with users that have Mac computers. So if you have a Mac computer and have not been able to use our software version, you certainly can use our online version here. Let's see here. Going for some more questions. Let's see. Again, Deborah is asking about, he says you will need to download a new version of the software before January 22nd. And Deborah, you'll only need to download the new version if you want to use the new products. The new products such as Regional Rate Box C, Express Mail Flat Rate boxes, as well as the free delivery confirmation on First Class Package Service. The new Package Intercept product is not available online. It's only available at the post office right now. So so if you don't need to use any of the new products, say if you're just mailing letters, you can you won't have to do anything. You can just use the existing version of the software you have. But if you do want to use any of the new products, you will need to download the new version. And by the way, it's always a good thing to download the new version of the software. If you haven't downloaded it, say, in 6 months or so, it's probably a good thing. You'll probably find a lot of new features. Over the last year, in 2011, we launched 3 versions of the software, and each version contains a lot of new features. And so it's always a good idea to do that. You can, of course, download Stamps.com for free at www.stamps.com/download. All right, let's see. When can the new Tossin's asking, when can the new version be downloaded? Should I wait till Sunday? Actually, Tossin, the new version is live on that page right now. So if you go to stamps.com/download, you can download the new version. Now, you're not going to be able to use the new products yet, however, until January 22nd. The software program is going to limit that, limit you from being able to use that. But you can download the new version today. That way you can hit the ground running once Sunday comes. Kathy's asking about, will the USPS still honor the forever stamp for first class letters? Absolutely, Kathy. Forever stamps are just that. They are forever. So if you have forever stamps right now for your letter mail, you'll have no problems. You'll still be able to use those forever stamps on all of your letters. Nothing's changing there. I think if anything, the Postal Service has been adding new stamps to the Forever Stamps line. So think they've definitely seen some very positive things happening with that. Let's see. Laura is asking, is there a report where I can see how much I spent in priority mail to see if I qualify for Commercial Plus pricing? Laura, in Stamps.com, in our reporting section, we do have reports that can break it out by mail class. Our reporting feature set came out about a year and a half back and is really, really cool. If you haven't been in there for a while, go in there and take a look. You can break out your costs by postage, such as subscription fees, special services, and then actual postage printed, or by mail class. There's really a lot of interesting information in our reporting tool. So if you want to look about Commercial Plus pricing, you certainly can go in there and into our reporting section and view how much money you've spent in Commercial Plus, or excuse me, in Priority Mail or Express Mail. The big thing there in order to get the Commercial Plus pricing is it goes by not by how much you're spending, it goes by how many pieces of mail you're sending. And so if you need any help, definitely call Stamps.com support. They'll get you in touch with one of our shipping specialists, and they can help you look at your account and determine if there's any opportunity for savings for you. And if you do qualify, I believe they can orchestrate that whole process of there is an application to complete that gets submitted with the U.S. Postal Service. I believe our shipping specialists can help you do that. There's absolutely no charge for that, and they would do that all on their side. So, or if you happen to have a USPS rep also, you can contact them and they can do it. Let's see here. Make it some more questions. Amber's asking, what's the latest version of Stamps.com? Amber, with this new, with the new rate increase that's coming out with the new features with priority regional rate box C and express mail flat rate boxes, that new version is going to be version 9.5. So if you get to the download page, you should see, I haven't checked it, so I'm hoping it's the version 9.5 is already released. I believe we launched it yesterday. But you should see the new version 9.5. Brittany's asking about the rates. Absolutely, Brittany. Stamps.com's online site, the online version of Stamps.com, is automatically going to update the rates. It'll just, as you log in, since it's online, it's all in real time. As you log into the Stamps.com online website, the new rates will be updated, and the new products will just instantly appear come Sunday. Sunday, this January 22nd. Let's see. I'm trying to get lots of questions in here. Steve is asking, since delivery confirmation now comes free with First Class Parcels or First Class Package Service, the new name, does it also come free now with Media Mail? Unfortunately, Steve, Media Mail, you will have to pay for delivery confirmation still. It's only coming free right now with the new Intelligent Mail Package Barcode with the First Class Package Service. Edward's asking about the new products again. Just to go over those again, there's the Express Mail Flat Rate Box. It's $39.95. It's sized about the same size as the Priority Mail Medium Flat Rate Box. It holds up to 70 pounds. So again, it's Express Mail Flat Rate Box. There's also a new Regional Rate Box C that's coming out. This Regional Rate Box C is very big. It's the largest USPS box that they produce. It's 15 by 12 by 12, and it's going to hold up to 25 pounds. The new Regional Rate Box C is priced at the regular Priority Mail 17-pound rate. So if you use Priority Mail right now and you ship anything between 18 and 25 pounds, the new Regional Rate Box C is going to be a great deal for you because you'll basically be paying the price for 17 pounds and you'll be able to add up to 25 pounds there. The other new services are free delivery confirmation with First Class Package Service, which is the was formerly known as First Class Parcels. So they have a new name, and you'll get free delivery confirmation. And they also have a new service with priority mail called Package Intercept, and that is basically if you're a commercial shipper and you're shipping packages, you can change the address of the destination address of a package while it's in transit. So that works good if you have to cancel an order for some reason, or someone gave you a fraudulent credit card, or something like that. Armetta is asking, do you have to buy the boxes? Absolutely not. The U.S. Postal Service is still offering free boxes. You do not have to buy the boxes at all. That's one of the great benefits of working with the USPS. They have lots and lots of free boxes for you to use. So you absolutely do not have to buy the boxes. Nothing is changing there. Diane's asking about regional rate boxes A and box B and their sizes. Regional rate box A is they're a little bit smaller than the existing priority mail flat rate boxes, but regional rate box A is a great option if you ship anything from 2 to 15 pounds. Size-wise, I don't have their sizes offhand here, but like I said, they're a little bit smaller than the medium flat rate. Box B, I believe, is a little bit smaller than the large flat rate box, but certainly regional rate box A is a great opportunity to save. And I certainly suggest looking into it. They're inside the Stamps.com software right now. You can go in there and look at them and see the pricing. You can also order boxes for free from our store. So you can order regional rate boxes for A and B. Box A holds up to 15 pounds. Regional rate box A holds up to 15 pounds. And regional rate box B holds up to 20 pounds. And now their new box, regional rate box C, is going to hold up to 25 pounds. Let's see here. Let's get some more questions. Tammy's asking about first class large envelopes. And on this one, Tammy, this is a little complicated. First class large envelopes are considered first class mail. They're not considered a package. So you will not get free delivery confirmation with first class large envelopes. In fact, I don't even think you can add you can't even add delivery confirmation onto an envelope. It has to be considered a package. So free delivery confirmation is going on to what's called First Class Package Service. It's a new term. This was formerly called First Class Parcels, or First Class Mail Parcels. For the First Class Mail, previously you had postcards, letters, large envelopes / flats, and then packages. And what the U.S. Postal Service has done now for 2012 is they've taken that package element from First Class Mail and created its own new mail class called First Class Package Service. And that is this new mail class of First Class Package Service. That is where free delivery confirmation is going to be added. Let's see. Let's see here. Got lots of questions coming in. Rosalind's stating about the postal rate increase list can be printed out from Stamps at our support center, Stamps.com/support. That is true, Rosalind. We do have a site up there. We also are going to send everybody, again, we're going to send everybody a PDF, our ultimate guide to the 2012 USPS postage rate increase. So that will be sent to everybody tomorrow. Everybody will receive an email tomorrow that's going to include our link to our PDF, our free guide. And again, there's no email address you'll need to input or anything. You'll just click on the link and a PDF will pop up. And you'll also have a recording of today's webinar. Let's see. How about padded envelopes? Lori's asking. Padded envelopes are going up. And I think they're going up 15 cents. Can't try. Lori, unfortunately, I can't move my my presentation slides back right now, but I believe they're going up 15 cents. If you take a look, you can take a look on in the Stamps.com, we have if you look at the site map, we have a 2012 postage rate increase that site has all the new rate increases for each mail class. In fact, I happen to have it here right now. Bear with me. Let's see. Padded envelopes. Padded envelopes are going up 15 cents from $4.95 to $5.10. That also is the same rate increase for the legal flat rate envelope, for priority mail legal. It's going from $4.95 to $5.10. All right, Richard Jenkins is asking again about regional rates. Definitely, we have, if you type in regional rates, we have, if you go to our site map, if you just go to Stamps.com and look at the bottom, you'll see a site map link. We have a page on regional rates, and it describes the whole process of how regional rate boxes work. Essentially, they work exactly as regular priority mail. The boxes are just a little smaller than the medium flat rate and the large flat rate. And they appear to work easier and are easier to stack inside the USPS truck. So the USPS really likes them. And basically, they work exactly like regular priority mail. You'll see an option inside Stamps.com to print postage. You'll just go on there and print a regional rate postage rate. They are zone-based. So depending on the price is based on the zone, but it's a flat rate in terms of weight. Regional rate box A holds up to 15 pounds, regional rate box B holds up to 20, and the new regional rate box C holds up to 25 pounds. Again, I really like to emphasize regional rate boxes are a great way for everybody to save money if you happen to use either flat rate or regular priority mail. So certainly look into it. And again, you also, if you go into the Stamps.com support center and just type in regional rate boxes, you'll see all the description of how regional rate boxes work. Cynthia is asking about the new package Intercept service, and she's asking if it can be used for any type of mail delivery service or package. Cynthia, right now you can only use it for priority mail. So it's only working for priority mail for the new package Intercept service. You'll have to go to the post office to actually orchestrate it, but we hope to have that in the Stamps.com software very, very soon once the USPS offers it on their system. Armed is asking about is postage changing for other countries such as Ghana and Africa. Armed, absolutely. Postage is changing. All the mail classes are increasing with this new rate increase. So for First Class Mail International letters, it's going up for a 1 ounce. It's going from 98 cents to $1.05. And then on packages, they also are going up for each country zone. So absolutely, postage is going up for all mail classes, including First Class Mail International, or Priority Mail International for that matter, or Express Mail International. Kathy's asking about package versus parcel. Essentially, Kathy, those are the same term. Previously, you'd actually see both terms used. People would call it First Class Mail Package or First Class Mail Parcel. They basically were the same mail class. Now the U.S. Postal Service for 2012 has taken that First Class Mail Parcel or package and pushed it into its own mail class called First Class Package Service. So essentially it's the same thing. It's basically if you have a box that's under 13 ounces, a package, and you want to use First Class Mail or First Class Package Service, excuse me, that it's going to be a great low-cost option for you. And now, new in 2012, it's going to include free delivery confirmation. Mary Jo is asking about First Class packages and being printable using the Stamps.com Dymo label writer. Absolutely, Mary Jo. First Class package service labels will be printed. You can be able to use any type of printer to print them. Though they should work with every mail class or every type of printer we have. There's really no difference there. All right, let's look for some more questions here. Someone's asking, why is the USPS changing the name of First Class Mail Parcels to First Class Package Service? That's what they've done is about last April, the U.S. Postal Service moved First Class packages, or the new now called First Class Package Service, into commercial-based pricing, or into the competitive group of pricing. So once it was in that competitive group, it gave the U.S. Postal Service the ability to discount the prices. So as of last April, Stamps.com and the other online postage vendors were able to offer discounted rates up to 8% on first-class parcels. And so I think it's really just more an operational issue on their side. But by moving that from the market-dominant mail class into the competitive pricing category, now the U.S. Postal Service can offer more competitive pricing and do a lot more things there for it in terms of pricing. So that is the reason why they've moved it, changed the name to First Class Package Service, and also are able to offer discounted pricing. Let's see. Sebastian's asking, when should you use a priority mail flat rate since regional rates are available now on regular priority mail? Sebastian, priority mail flat rate boxes are still a great opportunity, especially if you have very, very heavy items. You know, you're paying one flat rate for up to 70 pounds. So an example would be if you wanted to ship a bowling ball or something like that. You know, using the other mail classes or even the other mail carriers, that's going to be very, very expensive. But with using a flat rate box, you're paying just that one flat fee to ship up to 70 pounds. So anything that is very, very heavy, I would say books, obviously, but books you have the option to use media mail, which is a great mail class to use. You could use media mail and have saved more money. So for books would be a bad example, but a bowling ball or anything that's very, very heavy is a great opportunity for priority mail flat rate. Let's see. Joyce is asking about, is there a reason for more postage increases in the past few months? So Joyce, for the shipping services, over the last 3 years, or maybe it's 4 years now, the U.S. Postal Service has been increasing their shipping mail classes every January, just as FedEx and UPS do. They try to keep that all equal, so that way any type of high-volume shippers can kind of adjust their systems accordingly in one simple process at the same time. For mailing classes, such as first-class mail, or what they call the market-dominant mail classes, those have occurred the last 2 times in May, the last one being May 2009. So I'm not really sure why the Postal Service is moving that up from their typical May process to now January. But it's possible they're trying to get everything synced up so everybody expects a rate increase at the same time each year. But I don't, unfortunately, don't have a good answer for you there, Joyce. But the last one for the first-class letter mail was back in May 2009. Stephanie is asking about the definition of media mail. And Stephanie, basically, media mail just has to be either books or DVDs or some type of software even. You can find the full definition on our Stamps.com/support site. Just go into support and you can type in media mail and they'll give you all the definition of it. But it really is a great mail class if you are sending anything like books or DVDs or any type of what they consider media. It's a very, very low-cost mail class and probably the cheapest of all that you could use. You can add delivery confirmation to it. There are a couple of caveats, and that's one is you cannot put any type of advertising inside a media mailbox. They don't allow that. It just has to be basically the book or the DVD or software, whatever it may be, that follows its mail classifications. I believe you can include an invoice, but you really cannot have any type of advertising on that invoice or any type of flyer to be included. The U.S. Postal Service does have the opportunity to open your media mail packages. So as you're sending a media mail package, they basically, what they call an audit, they can open up that package and make sure there's nothing in there that's breaking the law. And if there is, then you would be basically charged an additional higher fee for a higher mail class. But it, it is a federal crime, so I certainly don't suggest anybody doing that. But it's definitely a great opportunity, media mail, if you're sending books, DVDs, software, or anything that falls under the definition of media mail. And you can get that actual definition just by going to our support site and typing in media mail. Diane's asking about a chart for priority mail versus regional rail versus regular priority mail. Diane, we do have that. We call that our priority mail rate comparison guide. We have one from last year. If you go to our Stamps.com blog and type in priority mail rate guide, you can find it. It is not updated yet for 2012. We should have that out here later this week or early next week, by Monday, certainly. So just check our blog, and we'll have that new guide launched there. And it's a great opportunity for anybody who's shipping priority mail. It basically has all the different weights on the left side axis and all the different zones on the top. And it shows whatever the cheapest priority mail option is for you from top to bottom. And so you can basically just find whatever zone your mail piece is going to and whatever the weight is. Again, it's called the Priority Mail Rate Comparison Guide. It has not been updated for 2012, but we will have it updated. It should be hopefully later this week. And so if you want, just email us at specialty webinars at Stamps.com, and I can email it to you whenever we get it done. Let's see. Let me find some more questions here. Let's see how we're doing on time. Probably need to wrap it up, so let me grab a couple more questions here. Let's see. Bear with me. Mary Ann is asking about certified mail and return receipts. And those fees, Mary Ann, are definitely going up as well. Certified mail is going up by 10 cents from $2.85 to $2.95. And return receipt is going up by a nickel or 5 cents from $2.30 to $2.35. So again, certified mail is going up by 10 cents up to $2.95 from $2.85. And return receipt is going up from $2.30, going up 5 cents to $2.35. Let's see if I can get some other questions here. Bear with me. Okay, Sherry's got a great question here. She's asking, what if we've already printed postage 44 cents using Stamps.com? And the answer to that, Sherry, is absolutely you will need to print additional postage. Unfortunately, the online postage vendors, like Stamps.com, our postage stamps do not include, they're not part of the Forever Stamp program that the U.S. Postal Service offers. So this is a great question. If you've already got sheets, say, of net stamps printed that are 44 cents, you will need to use another sheet and print an additional 1 cent stamp. So again, all first-class mails as of this Sunday, January 22nd, all first-class mail letters are going to need to have the 45 cents of postage attached. And so if you have existing sheets that have 44 cents stamps on them, you're going to need to print an additional 1 cent stamp. That's very unfortunate, but unfortunately we're not able to use for first-class mail. We're not able to use Forever. Our stamps aren't Forever stamps yet. Let's see if I can get one more question here. Again, Ryan's asking a very similar question here about should we just print 1 and 2 cent stamps. Absolutely, Ryan. You should definitely print 1 and 2 cent stamps for your for any type of pre-printed sheets of 44 cent stamps you have. Scott's asking about the new version of the software. We did just launch new version 9.0 not too long ago, about a month and a half, 2 months back. But now that we have the postage rate increase, we are going to have a new version of the software. Basically, that new version of the software is version 9.5, and it basically includes the new rates, but also, all versions of our software will have the new rates included. But the new version 9.5 will have the new services, both the Express Mail Flat Rate Box, Regional Rate Box C, as well as free delivery confirmation for First Class package service. For the package Intercept for priority mail, that has to be conducted at the post office, so that's not allowed in online postage. No other online postage vendor should have that right now. Kieran's asking about regional rate C boxes and express flat rate boxes. Kieran, I would expect those to be introduced any day on the USPS site or through the Stamps.com store. I checked last night. I did not see them live yet, but I'm expecting they should be available on the USPS store within 24 to 48 hours, so people can start processing them. All right, we'll do one last question if I can find one here. Let's see. Karen's just asking about regional rates, pricing in their program, and Stamps.com absolutely has regional rate boxes in the Stamps.com program. We have both regional rate box A and box B right now currently, and box C is going to be added into the new version of the software, version 9.5, that should be available immediately. And by the way, if you're ever looking to find out what version of Stamps.com you have, just look at the top nav. You should see an About, and then you'll see Stamps.com. And when you click on that Stamps.com from About, you should see what version number you have. And if you have any questions, certainly call our support team. Our support team is based here in Los Angeles. We've got a huge staff, and they're available from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Pacific time. Also, we have email support available on Saturdays. So if you need any type of support on the weekends and our telephone support's not here, we certainly suggest you use our email support, and they should get back to you pretty promptly. Okay, everyone, I think we're out of time here. If any of these other questions I have not answered, I'll try to get back to you via email. Again, we're going to send out an email tomorrow that's going to include our PDF guide for the ultimate guide to the 2012 postage rate increase, as well as a recording to this webinar. So if you need to find any more details out, you can just click on that. If you have any questions about the webinar, certainly feel free to contact support, and they can route you to us. Like I said, I'll try to answer any of these questions via email. And other than that, I hope you guys found today's info on the rate increase helpful. Certainly thanks a lot for joining us today. I know everybody's time is very valuable, and we certainly hope everybody has a successful 2012. So good luck for the year and the new year. And again, thanks so much for stopping by and listening to our webinar today. We'll try to respond to everybody via email here in the next 24 to 48 hours. Thanks again, everybody.